Hi everybody. Today is Kimberbell Wednesday and I have Kathleen with me. I'm Mary Lou and we're going to show you some things today. Kathy is playing Mimi right now with her granddaughters, so she isn't here with us. So,
But I think it's because she's scared.
what?
So if anybody watched Monday's show when we sold the Kimberbell fabric, there was supposed to be a duel between Kathy and I. So
I saw there was some conversation going on with Kathy.
I brought my boxing gloves and she didn't show up for the fight. So
She will be here tomorrow night.
yeah, she'll be here tomorrow night. So tune in tomorrow. We'll get this done. So yeah, you've reached Gloria Horns on Kimberbell Wednesday, and we're going to show you some mug rugs turned into the Molly bag today.
Yes,
So,
that
good.
and how to hoop a hat and some.
How else to use your patterns that come on your on your Kimberbell mug rug patterns? Because I'm sure you have so many of them. Mary Lou, why don't you show us some of the various Molly bags that you've made to start with?
Well, first one, this was one of our first ones. Just regular zipper, no
that the
quilting
standard
on the back.
size?
Yes, this is the standard
So
size.
that's the standard size compared to an expanded mug rug size. So you just get maybe an inch all the way around.
Something different. So we've done that with different types of zippers, with lace zippers, throwing on a, look at that, that has a little football
Little
on it.
charm.
A little charm. I like to make them when we're having like I'm going away, and it becomes a gift for all the women in the group. This was one I did with, it was Tom's family. And I think I just put initials on this one, and I didn't quilt the back. But two of the sisters that live out of town, they got one with quilted backs.
Ooh.
So, this was my beach vacation, and I did quilt the back on this one. This was our fall cruise, again with quilted, and I switched out. This one was a Solaris
Okay.
design. And this one was for my most recent trip down to Disney. And here I extended that instead of putting that extra little piece there. And on the back, I put our names in Disney. And the only other thing I did when we're talking about exchanging sizes, I made this one because I wear contacts and it comes in a box. The one was 30 strips in a box. And it was like, so I break them off and I stick them in there.
For when you're traveling.
Yep, it's perfect.
And what I like to do is I take your standard Kimberbell mug rug. I like to use the Kimberbell because they are more consistent and they have such beautiful stitching. And I make them into little zip bags.
That's so cute.
I take the Molly bag and extend it. And this one is quilted and this one is not quilted on what becomes the front. And then we're going to show you how to add this tab because like this one is for golfing, so you could hook it right on your cart and it will be fine. Mine. Sorry, I don't know where it is. I print out all of my directions on my when I'm getting ready to do everything. I print out my Molly directions right from the Kimberbell website, and I always have that near me. And I print out the mug rug directions. The reason why is there are subtle differences between each volume.
There
and
is.
if you don't pay attention, you'll skip something important. So that's what I like to do. And then I did put together directions for you today, and at the end, Steve will talk about how you can receive those. Additionally, I like to use my Kimberbell patterns, so I put them on a towel. And we're going to talk about that.
This is enlarged, right?
No, it's
No,
the
same
exact same
Whoa,
size, yes.
That's bigger than I thought.
I know. You don't realize it. It's an optical illusion.
It
but
sure
yeah,
is.
yeah. Yeah,
I
it
thought,
really
I thought
is.
for sure that was a bigger one.
Yeah, yeah, and we're going to show you how to hoop this on the sticky frame in a little bit. And then I added Let It Snow. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to go over to the Solaris now, and I'm going to begin sewing the Kimberbell mug rug because it takes 25 minutes. So we're going to be making this front, okay? And those of you that have the pattern, you could follow along. I reversed it. Instead of the white being here and the blue being here, I wanted to show that beautiful blue behind the snowflake, so I enlarged it that way. Okay.
So Kathy is going to stitch that out, and then in a little while we will do, while that's doing a long stitch, then I'll show you about hooping hats.
Okay, I already stitched my placement outline in order for my stabilizer. So we're going to stitch on that stabilizer. And notice in this pattern, it is stitching that placement line. I have it right here. My 2 pieces of fabric, they must have fallen. No. Like it's the blue and the white. And they have shape flex on the back. I think it fell whenever my phone, here it is, when my phone got answered. That's it. Yep, I'm sorry. So in order to prep, I also put shape flex on the back of my fabric. And the reason why I did that was because that snowflake has a high stitch density. So I want to make sure that I'm ready for that stitch density. And we'll be selling shape flex a little later.
And that is something that you add.
I add, yes, I add. It's not in the directions. It's not in the Kimberbell directions, but it's in my directions. Okay, so we're going to align this. Okay, and it calls for pressing or finger pressing. And I sewed it backwards already. What a great start. Okay. So maybe I won't cut my finger this time. Maybe I will just, I'm going to take this out and I am going to unstitch.
Do you want a seam ripper?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Here's our little baby lock seam ripper.
Oh my goodness, I haven't
like
seen
that
that one. Yes, okay. Oh wow, that's a nice sharp one. Okay, I'm going to put my frame back in and I am going to go over here to the plus minus key and I am going to go back to the previous step. Did everyone see that? You can say okay if you prefer. All right. Now we're ready to try it again. We know that line's there. Yes, we're at number 3. This one we do right sides together. I was just so shocked by Steve wearing those boxing gloves. I was like, oh my goodness. All right, now we're going to finger press that open. And the Kimberbell tape. We have our handy Kimberbell tape dispenser. As you know, when you follow Kimberbell directions, she wants you to tape everywhere. I find it's better to tape than to be sorry.
And on this one, we don't have to cut the batting. That's the very last thing
Correct.
on that.
You know what I don't have? I don't have my, I'll take it out of that kit. It's going to do the background stitching. It takes a few stitches. It's going to be on for 4 minutes.
What don't you have?
We're going to be selling this colored vinyl, and I'm going to be using the white that's in this colored vinyl set. So I'm just going to open that up.
Do you need it cut?
Yes.
What size?
5 inches.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
Then you have to peel that top off.
Yes. So I'm preparing this by peeling the top protective layer off. Now I know if you have a scan and cut machine of any brand, some of the machines you leave this on until you cut it, other machines you take it off. So you need to decide what the directions are for your machine. But if you're not using a scan and cut, then you want to take the top off and have that ready. So how many of you have Elf on the Shelf with your family? I find some people get really into that. We have a lot of elves here at Gloria Horn Sewing Studio, and they're always doing fun things. Now you can decide if you don't want to quilt the background. I've made mug rugs without the quilting on the background. It works just fine. This one, because it has that little golf cart on it, there's a lot of stitching that I find it was more durable without the background quilting.
This one has the quilting.
Right, and this one, you can see it has the quilting and it looks a little busy. So, you decide what designs work for you, as well as Mary Lou and I are always talking about there are some tricks if you want to take the quilting that you do on the front and do it on the back of your bag, which is the front of your Molly bag. You can have them parallel, but that's for another class. In the meantime, I have already prepared my lining fabrics by ironing them just like you would. You'll see that in the Kimberbell directions. And then because I like to put that little tab, I create this simple little tab here. I just take 1.5 inches, it's in your directions, fold it 3 times and stitch it. You decide if you want your top stitching to be decorative or not. I matched mine to the fabric. And we'll show where you add this right below the zipper. That's probably one of the more tedious techniques. As soon as this is done, then we'll be adding our shape flex. Now it is very important after you add your shape flex, before you do your additional stitching, that you iron it. So make sure your iron is on medium. Is our iron on medium?
No,
and
I have it on high.
if you don't have a pressing cloth, then use a piece of scrap cloth, because you don't want to put the iron directly on that shape flex,
Well, it's
or excuse me, glitter flex, or if you use any of the leathers, whether they be the Kimberbell leathers or other vendors, it would just shrink
just
right up.
melts
Yeah.
It will melt it.
Yeah, kind of like, do you remember those shrinky dinks when you were a kid? You put them in the oven and they shrank? Same concept.
So that's almost done.
Yes, we're almost done. I'm going to leave the same color in. I'm with white right now. And we're going to stitch that outline. Okay, we're having a little technical difficulties, but I'm continuing to stitch the outline for the snowflake. And this is a bit of a complicated snowflake. So if you have a scan and cut or any sort of machine that will accept the vinyl, I encourage you to do so. And the SVG, the letters on those files, SVG, they come on all the Kimberbell files. And they are cut a little bigger than your placement stitch. All right, I'm going to make sure that I am covering all aspects of that snowflake. If you like, you can tape it down. You can use a purple thing. You can
Just hold it.
Use a stylist, whatever is best for you. I'm brave and hold it. Yes, I've had stitches.
I haven't done it yet, but I'm really considering if I do that one to do it on my silhouette, because the silhouette will cut.
Yes, yeah, that's a great machine to use. Yes, sure. Now, if you'll notice, I was not perfectly lined up there at the top, but I'm not worried because there's a lot of satin stitching on this design. So it will cover that little bit. All right, I'm going to trim the glitter flecks, and then I'm going to do the outline stitch and stitch while Mary Lou moves on to the next item, because this takes 14 minutes to stitch out this satin stitch.
So does cutting it.
So does cutting it. And as you well know, I am dangerous with our favorite snips.
Look. So, that sounds like it. So while she's cutting, I'm going to show how to hoop a hat. And I'm just going to show you some of the ones that I have done in the past. And this one I embroidered on the front. And this was for Walk MS back in 2018, and I put that on the back. This was one for our Maine vacation, and I put initials on the back of that. This one Kathy wants, because she does go to the lake all the time. This is Life is Better at the Lake, and we went to Watauga Lake. I put that on the back, and on the side I put initials, because if you're making a bunch of them, everybody has to know whose hat is what. This was for our cruise Here Don't Care, and I put my name on the back of that one. This was for the men in the group. It says ship-faced. Ship-faced instead of, that was 2017, and I want to show you the back of that one because that's what my friends call Tom, which is, and this was, we go to the beach a lot. We did the beach. This one was in Destin, Florida, and Outer Banks. Those were the beaches I hit up last year. And I think I put initials on the back of that one. So these are non-structured hats, and they're very easy to do on a single needle. What you need is this is our, what do we call this one, Steve? I forget. The sticky hoop. Yep. Now, last time when I showed it on a Thursday night, they were nice and clean, but I've been busy working on some hats for my brother, and it's all gunked up. So what I do.
So there's a couple different hooping methods or systems to be able to do the hats on your flatbed machine. And the one that Mary Lou is using, it's two pieces. One is the magnetic hoop clip from Dime. So that's what this is here. So it has this clip on the top that holds the brim of the hat down flat for you. And then this is a magnetic part. So this attaches to the easiest is the 5x7 sticky hoop that we use with that. So that'll go and clamp to the top there to hold the hat. So there's two different pieces for this. You might already have the sticky hoop or not, but there's two pieces. So it's the sticky hoop and the Dime magnetic clip. So I think I put the magnetic clip in the bubble, and then
No, I don't think I have this cut exactly the size. It's a little bit bigger, but that's okay. So you take that, maybe if my fingers will work to separate it. There it goes. And you peel that off. I'm going to take that off. And you're going to line it up so that you just adhere it to the, just like that. Then you're going to make sure that goes right down here at the bottom. Now, we'll use this hat. What you need to do is clear this away, that band that goes around it, so it doesn't get in the way of the stitching. I will pin this, whether you should or not, but it's I just need 2 pins. Thank you. I sort of pin that to there so it's out of the way.
I did have a question. Where do you find your hats at?
Well, Gloria has these hats.
Okay, yeah.
I bought my last ones at, let me think, what's it called? Clothing. Oh, I have to look it up, but I buy them a lot from Jiffy Shirts.
You want an unstructured hat.
Yes.
A hat that's, if it has a really thick center seam, a real structured hat, it's not gonna, it doesn't work as well when you're flattening these out and things like that. So plus, you have to be mindful of what your machine's gonna sew through. And some of those caps, the structured ones, are really thick.
Here's one.
To sew through.
This one you need to have a regular hat hoop for either the Capella or
Okay.
one of the other
This
ones.
one isn't going to flatten out. So you want to choose a hat, an unstructured or more of a floppy type kind of
Right.
hat. So.
Now this is another one that Gloria picked up. This is a corduroy one, and I see that when I was laying it out, you could actually use this hoop for it because it lays nice.
Okay.
But the bigger one, you're going to ruin that.
So these hats that she's done are
All unstructured.
all unstructured, so they're easy to flatten out and lay down when you're working with them.
Okay, so the next thing I do is I take some masking tape or Kimberbell tape or something. Helps if you peel all of
Here's
it.
Kimberbell tape.
Well, I'll use this one since I already found out. And I take the center part of it and I hold it back like that. I can lift that off. Okay, so of course, since I'm doing it here on camera, it's not going to hold it the way I hold it at home. So here's what it looks like. Which way are we going? Which way do you want me
We
to go?
can do the overhead. Yeah, it's a nice view. You want to just
Okay.
put it flat down, and then I can zoom in on it. Yeah.
I'll get that out of the way. So this is what the hat looks like. So then when I go to hoop it here, one of the things I do is I bend that part of the hat. I stick it on here.
Zoom out a little bit.
What would be really nice is if I would have drawn lines on this, because usually I have a cutting mat behind me, and I hit that straight like that. And now it's ready to, look how nice that flattened out. So it's ready to go on the machine.
Perfect.
So, whoops.
Yeah, you're actually
I'm
you're
going
actually
both
looking at
ways.
the camera above you.
That one right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is right there.
So, yeah,
I'm not
and I
usually
can.
here on
And I
Thursday
can
nights at things, so you can see.
Yeah.
So that's ready to go. You slide it into the machine, and then you can figure out. You already have figured out what you're going to put on it. Now here's another one. This is the Durkee hoop. And the Durkee hoop comes just like this. And you use your 5x7 outer frame. And you put it in, and you tighten it up. Would be easier with the. And you do the same thing with this. I'm gonna get my tape. Get my hat ready to go. This is a hat my brother likes for his logo. And I do the same thing. I try and the bill of the hat you can flatten out. And this one has this right here. That you slide this in, pull that down. Thing I forgot to do was put the backing on the hoop, but I can do that right now. You tighten the bill down this way. And I think it just depends on what I'm doing as to whether I use this hoop or the other one. And that one did not, I didn't do a very good job on that one. This one you take your your stabilizer. There it goes. Put it on this part. And again, you just flatten out the hat. The sticky back holds it in place, and then you're set to go with that one. I like this one better because I feel like I have more room to work with, but I like them both.
So you do have both, Mary Lou, and I know I've heard you say before that you
This is my,
you tend to that's your
Yes.
go-to. Yeah.
but for my 10 needle, I really like this one.
Okay.
For this. I'm learning how to hoop with the hat hoop.
Mm-hmm.
And it really works well with this, but I'm not having good luck with the unstructured on that.
Okay.
So I'm not sure why, but it's just not working. So this one, we'll use a bigger piece. You do the same thing. And this time we'll do it the right way by putting this on first. This is great for the Capella, the Venture, the begins with an A, right? The 6 needle, the
Intrepid? Or no,
no,
the Array?
well, the Array. That's
Array,
that's
yeah.
a newer one.
So
but
yeah,
it works
there's-
with the Intrepid too.
Yep.
So here you've got that. It actually, both of them give you like a top and a bottom. You can center up your hat in there. Let's see, we'll just pick another hat. Again, you do the same thing. You have to straighten out that.
What do you need?
My 2 pins, because I didn't do that on that other one. It just makes it so much easier if you. This is not how they show you on the Durkee video, but I like it just because it holds it better, because you really have to get that in. You don't want that to be caught up in your embroidery. So again, well here, we'll use
Kimberbell.
Kimberbell this time. I grab a hold of this part right here and hook the tape in it and tape it to the brim like that. And then we're able to loosen this up. Stick this under. And then I look at the top of the hoop and try and line that up like that and smooth it out. And there you've got your, there we got it. And this I love for my Venture, for non-structured. And it does it, we'll line that up like that, okay? So,
in the, someone asked about the, will this work on other 5x7s? I think what we're talking about is is this magnetic clip here, this one. Will it work with other frame sizes? And it will. It's just a 5x7 size. You use the right amount of stabilizer that you aren't wasting stabilizer. If you were to attach the clip onto like say the 6x10 hoop size, you just would have more waste of a stabilizer. But then the 4x4,
You could use the 4x4,
you could use the
but
4x4.
you know you have to watch your.
But then you're limited kind of space-wise from left to right with the 4x4. So we found it's best utilized with the 5x7 sticky hoop. So I believe that the clip is in the bubble, and then the other one is this part here. So this is a separate piece that you can use for other projects. You see at the top here, they're using it to do things that are hard to embroider or hard to hoop that you can't clamp down into the hoop. So they have like a slipper over there. They have like a bag on here. Some of those embroidery stuffed animals. So this comes with the 5x7 size sticky hoop, and then some sticky adhesive pre-cut already included with that.
And with that too, both Kathleen and I use the sticky back wash away for our towels.
Okay.
And you can use that hoop, and it's so much easier to.
It's this one. This is the one I use to do the towels with, but I use that frame, so I just cut it to that frame. And what I like about it is it gives you easy placement and that wash away on a complex design like
I
this.
don't think these are
Not in.
in. We'll add these
Okay.
in. So we'll come back to this, so the one that they like to use. So we'll put that in real quick.
Because here, if you look at the back of this, it hasn't been washed out yet.
Here, the
Might
red
be
one.
better with the red one.
Yeah, the red one shows it off.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't wash it out on purpose so that you could see that, but I just trimmed it tight, and then I'm just going to wash that away, and it's so much easier. Can you imagine trying to pick out each of those little areas around the snowflake? It could be very tedious.
Right, but that's what I use on my towels all the time, and then I just soak it, and it comes out. And again, you can use this sticky back frame for that, and this stuff is. See what it looks like? It's just a. It's really nice to use for that. Then with this, I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but it just slides right in.
Yeah, do you want to show how that goes in? And I forgot my little clicky pad. Let me go get it. There you go.
No one ever calls
And
me.
it just goes. The other thing I forgot to tell you is that I like to undo this part, the strap in the back, just because it makes it a little easier to get it under the needle. You just hold on and slide it through. This one doesn't. Does the Altair have a camera?
It uses the smart device, so no built-in camera.
Oh, okay. So I can't show, but you can put your design there. On the Solaris and everything, you do have that you can project it onto here. But Kathy's using the Solaris, so I can't show you that. But what they always tell you to do is trace out the design. Here I can, just looking at that, I can move it down a little bit so it goes. And I want the center. That looks about center. That's way too big. I can move it down. This design is a little bit too big for it, but you can. What do they call that? I don't know my words. Sorry about that. But you're tracing your pattern just to see if it's going to work. And this one, I can tell you, will not work on here because it's too big. and I can size it down, but that's what you want to do. You want to preview where it's going to go. Center. So your design on this cannot be almost 4 inches. But look at what I've got on mine. That's pretty big.
I'll say.
But anyways, it's possible. You just have to work at it. I do it at home all the time, but it's always hard to show when I'm not actually doing it. The other thing I like to do, which I'll show you right now, after I've done my design here,
Let's go back to this one.
okay, after I do my design here, then if I want to put something on the back, I have the top part of this to do something like my MLP at the back, or somebody's name, or whatever it is I'm going to put on the back. Then you can just, by then I'll be taking this out of there, and I just set it like this, and then I can embroider at the top of it. I mean at the back of it. And you've got a lot of room there to do it too.
How did you do that side one when you did the initials and that
Then I
on the
did the same
side?
thing like this. I do this, I get this out of the way, and just want it to be. And that's what's nice about the sticky stuff, that it adheres and you can put it on. And
Oh no, Steve left with his mic.
I'm coming back.
up, there he is.
Broke the golden rule.
See, and our elf is trying to tell us that, and we don't pay attention. But you can do it right there. You can do it in the back. You can have all sides, but you cannot do the bill. You break your
needles.
People think you can do that because you can buy ones that have embroidery there, but it's done before they
assemble it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, at least that's my take on this stuff. But
Well, thank you, Mary
okay.
Lou.
Thank
That
you.
was
It's
very
just- I'm just like,
informative.
I'm mad.
That was very informative.
But this one right here, we're going to show you the capella later, and Steve has a hat down there that I think it is the corduroy hat, which is it has some, what's that called, buckram on the back that holds it up, and he'll show you how you hoop that on the other hat hoop. But you can only use that other hat hoop on your capella, your 6 needle, or your 10 needle.
This is the best demonstration Carol has ever seen of the sticky hoop hat
I
frame.
mean, it's just,
Hoop.
it works really well. And like I said, you want to make sure it's unstructured so that you have the capability of smashing that down. Just like that.
Okay, we're on our final stitch,
We're on our final stitch.
the final accent stitch.
Oh, which is a nice little accent. That's where you change the color of the thread to match the background. So we'll take this, we are going to take that down later to show. Okay, stop.
I'm having all kinds of trouble with this thread today. Apparently
I'm going to look and see what the name of that
Okay.
company is that I go
Okay. Apparently somebody rewound the thread and
to. Oh, that's
got-
never good.
it's never good. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use that back and forth arrow key again on your screen, the plus or minus with the needle, and we are going to back it up 10 stitches so that we can make sure that we can get good coverage. because we don't want a lopsided snowflake.
No, we don't.
And what's important while this is sewing on is if you look at your screen, I like to take a picture of my screen or I write down these dimensions because every mug rug has a little different dimensions. Right up here, the 6.84 by 4.93. And that's going to be important when you go to the Molly side. And as soon as this design is done being stitched out, we're going to stop it and not put the backing on the mug rug. So you don't have to follow the mug rug cutting instructions to cut the backing. You only cut the fabric on the front. And you can see by backing that up and covering those stitches, we covered where there was a little problem. As you can tell, I love the plus or minus key. So there'll just be a half a minute and then we'll be flipping over to the Molly side.
The other place I get hats is Clothes Online. It's a new place that I've started, and they have nice prices, and they have a wide assortment of hats too. I might need this again, maybe.
Oh, I will.
Had you wanted to press that before you did the, oh, I had it on. We do that a lot in Kimberbell downstairs. We forget to press that.
Yeah, it's adhered pretty well. All right, we are going to skip that next step, which is the stitch out for the back. So we're just going to hit return, delete the entire pattern. I have the Molly pattern lined up to come in next. And I'm taking this from the basics. You want to print out those Molly instructions so that you're comfortable with it. And I'm bringing it in pure. It's not been modified. Okay, so we're going to set it. Then I'm going to take this hoop off and get ready for my next hoop. I'm lucky enough that we have 2 hoops today.
So this one.
So I have my next hoop with no-show mesh. I find no-show mesh gives a nice little body weight to the Molly bags, but you can use any sort of stabilizer that you like. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here on the screen. We're going to go into edit and we're going to go into size. It's very important on the baby lock machines that you then click where it has the zigzag line, because that ensures that the stitches, if you're expanding or contracting, are adjusted accordingly. So we're going to say, okay, this is a very standard piece here. And then we're going to use a combination of these. If you remember, we want to get to 6.8 by 4.9. So sometimes I use this one. You can hold it. Now look, it went faster. So we're going to back it down a little bit. We're at 6.9 by 4.6. So we're going to stretch it this way to get that lower number. You notice I'm down here. And you can use any combination. You could be here forever. But this is pretty close. So our original numbers were 6.8, and we're going to 6.7 versus 4.93 to 4.9, because we want our Molly just a little smaller to make sure that we can incorporate everything. If you do the Molly bigger than your mug rug, then you run the risk that the mug rug design is then outside of your bag and you would see these stitch lines. So that's why I do it a little bit smaller. And we're going to say okay, and we're going to tell it yes, we want to embroider, and now we're ready to go. So it's going to, I like to switch back to white.
Now, are you going to do the embroidery on the quilting on that one?
I am. I
Okay.
am because it gives it a nice feel. But you could leave that off. Okay, so we're going to stitch that placement line for the stabilizer. And again, remember, I recommended that you print out your Molly bag instructions and follow along because Kimberbell has a couple of different formats that they use when they're creating bags. So we're stitching out that stabilizer line. And yes, some of you advanced sewists can skip this step. Many times I do. But for purposes of training, we want to make sure that we cover all of the steps. Steve, would you like to show some products when it's doing the embroidery, which is a couple of minutes, I guess? There's not really any long stretches. There's just a lot of small things. I will interrupt when it's key things if that's okay.
One of the things Kathleen didn't realize is we have a no-show button on this.
Yes, yes. Why don't we talk about that while it's stitching here? There is a no-show
Well,
button.
we can't show it right
If
now.
we want to skip a step, we can show that at the end. That's another technique, that little tip and trick for you.
Do you trim this at all?
Yes, we are
Okay.
going, while this is being prepared, we are going to go back to this and we are going to trim
Yeah, show me.
the stabilizer and the no-show mesh, but we are not going to cut this top fabric.
I'll give you that.
Okay, so that's very important. You want all this fabric all the way around, but you want to take off that batting and stabilizer. Can you cut that for me?
Just the batting and stabilizer?
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that. No, I do trim mine all the way, typically.
Right, but you don't want to, I don't trim that fabric. I'll tell you why.
Well, no, I realize why.
Yeah.
On yours.
And as you can see, I have my instructions. I have lots of modifications on them. There's just a couple of steps you have to make sure that you follow closely, and that's with the zipper and with the backing. I should have rolled that kiwi over here. Then I could have just set my
Yes, you could have.
set my frame on there. But that's the beauty of this Solaris, is it has such a large throat space that we can use this as our work table. And
Thought it
I
just
brought
turned
my
mine
own
down.
snips so that I would not, so Steve would not be looking for a Band-Aid today for me. As you can tell, I'm more comfy with my own snips. But they
think
are
we
the
all
snips
are.
we sell here. It's funny, I'm nervous making these, and I probably made
Well,
40 of these bags.
that's how I felt talking about the hats and the
Yeah.
hoops.
Yeah, usually when I'm sewing, I have the music up so loud so that then I can't hear myself talk, which is good because then I don't answer myself. If you did not use that zigzag stitch when we did the expansion, your zipper area, which is what it's preparing here, could be wonky. So that's why it's really important that you use that. It helps with proportion control. So yay, a cutting without an accident. And now what we're doing is it's going to sew the zipper placement line. And I'll tell you the truth, when I'm doing this at home, I skip this zipper placement line. I use that up arrow and down the negative, positive and negative, because I kind of know where that zipper's going to go. now we're going to place the zipper, and this is a critical step. You want to make sure that your zipper is at the top and it's closed. And you want to make sure that your needle is going to clear it. Now, notice at the bottom, my zipper, that's good, thank you. My zipper is hanging down. I have a collection of zippers at my house, so I use whatever color. And if I have an extra long one, I just trim it accordingly. And I find it's important to tape this zipper down because these little puppies will bounce around, and that can ruin your day. Okay, so now we're going to stitch that zipper. And notice it's perfect placement. Really nice there. I like to remove the tape from the middle, but I like to leave the tape on at the ends. Then I don't have to worry about my zipper bouncing or flipping back up. I'm removing the hoop from the machine, and I am using my snips, which are fabulous for this, and I am just cutting away the stabilizer around the zipper area. Do not get confused and cut it all the way back to the batting, or your zipper will be too loose. So it's very important that you handle it that way. Okay, now I am putting it back in, and we are going to be adding our top zipper, the fabric above the top of the zipper. I am using a dotted Swiss, so I'm using the triangle lights that we have here at Gloria Horn. I swear by these lights, and I'm looking for my dots because those dots are miniature. And I'm just going to align this right here. Oh, don't you love the Solaris? She says.
It tells you what to do.
She says, "Oh, your
forgot.
frame is not done." I don't know what I would do with all these bells and whistles.
Without them?
Without them, yes, yes. And remember, we have that iron out on medium. So what we're going to do now. Oh, and by the way, I have all of the measurements for your fabric to cut with the expanded molly in the directions. Now we're folding it back, and you can finger press it, or you can use an iron. I think today I'm just going to finger press so that we save time, and I'm going to tape this down so that it stays nice and pretty. Okay, and now we're doing that second. Okay, and now we're doing the same technique. To do the lower zipper, we're putting it right side down.
So the instructions, we're going to post them to our Facebook group, and then I'm also going to send them out in an email as well. So, and then we can even hold them in front of the camera for people to grab screenshots today too.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops, as I'm reaching
Yep.
in front of you, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Again, we could take the frame out and we could take it to our iron and give it a little quick press, but I think a finger press here is working good.
Which one do you need?
This is,
All of them?
nope,
Oh.
this is what,
Yeah.
this one, this
Yeah.
is what you're gonna show.
Okay.
Front
So
and
we
back.
can just put it right here. And
That's
we'll show that.
first page.
Okay. Oops. I dropped that. Yep, we're back. Okay.
Okay, we're trimming.
I think I ended the show, but I restarted it very quickly.
Okay. We're all learning, and as you know, I'm the queen of technical difficulties, so it's good. We're placing that accent stripe. You can, sometimes I skip this on my bags. If you notice, I have it on the back of the snowflake bag. I did put that accent strip. Mary Lou likes to put people's names in that, but on many of the other bags I make, I skip that step completely. Okay, again, you could use your arrow keys if you decide to do it while you're in the process, or you could use the skip step that Mary Lou's been talking about, and you could decide that ahead of time. Yeah, I like that kiwi counter so that I can keep my directions right where I can see them because I tend to jump around. Okay, again, we're just doing another flip. You could iron it if you like, or you can just do a finger press. And now it's going to stitch all the way around to give us a good tack down line. Okay, here's another tip for you. I like to, now that we have the front and we have the key pieces, I like to give it a little bit of tape here. Let me tell you why. It's going around pretty fast whenever it's doing that quilting stitch, and sometimes it gets caught. And even though it's just a small little thing, it helps keep it neat and tidy, especially when we're working on the back, when we're doing that lining. While this is being prepared, I'm working on my lining fabric. I am turning down 1/2 inch on the top and the bottom. I have that ready.
And it's quilting now.
Now it's doing the quilting pattern.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is only 2 minutes.
Okay.
There's
So
three sheets.
we're gonna offer the
Let's,
screenshots of
yeah, let's do that.
Kathleen's instructions here. So we will send these out in an email, and then they'll also get posted to our Facebook group. But if you'd like to capture the image right now, you can grab a screenshot of this page. So we'll keep it on here for a little while for you guys to do that.
Sometimes on the phone it like comes off the edge, and I don't have a phone here to check.
Here, I'll look. Go back up just a little bit.
A little bit.
Yep,
Okay.
a little bit more.
A little bit more. Takes 10 seconds. Yeah. That's pretty good, right? A little more?
It's just a smidge more there.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good.
Oh, right there, that's perfect. Yep, that's good. Oh, yeah.
Zoomed out too far now.
Oh, so let's move it down a little bit for them. Hopefully that's still okay.
Yeah. Hopefully that works. I think some people are getting it. Some people can't get good at screenshots. It's always a different button on every different phone.
Yeah, looks pretty. Yeah, so we got.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah. Nice.
And then they can
Do you wanna-
expand it
Do you want
after.
to go through the pages?
So yeah, so that's the first page. Let's also look at the second page here. Can't read the screenshot. Okay.
It's just too blurry.
Not Not if the screenshots aren't working out, then they're definitely going to go out in an email and on Facebook. I'll make sure this email. I'll just send a special email out today. It's a little blurry.
A little blurry.
So yeah,
I have something coming that'll fix that.
so these screenshots might not work today, but
But
then
it is a little blurry.
Is it? Okay.
and then
I'll
if
fix that.
anyone is able to utilize the screenshots, if they're okay with it, there's just one more page here. We might as well just let all 3 pages get a chance here.
So hopefully that works for some people.
Someone said it was clear for them.
Yes, we'll send that out to as a group email to everyone. That if you're registered on the app, if you've made any purchase from us, we have your email address and you'll be included in on the email. So
Okay, we're up to a critical step. So while Steve was showing you the directions, I went ahead and if you look at your Kimberbell directions, I stitched on the back, I stitched below the zipper the lining and above the zipper the lining. Notice I was generous with the use of my tape. I have learned not to be frugal because you don't want these fabrics picking up. Now this is very, very important. We're coming back to the front and we are going to remove some tape and we are going to move that zipper to the middle. Okay, because if you skip this step, there's no going back.
Oh,
Yeah.
I managed to do that one time where I forgot to. Takes a little ripping out,
A lot of ripping
Right there.
out. Yes.
and then, but I caught it like it was still in the hoop,
Oh,
and
lucky.
I was able to do it.
Lucky. Now, if you're adding the tab, remember we created it ahead of time. We have it right here, and we are going to tape that puppy down. We don't want him to move. We don't want him to move because we got a lot going on in this next step. So we're going to give him a fair amount of tape on each side. We're taping the open end to where the end of the zipper is, okay? Because he's going to fold out. Now, this is where it gets very, very important. We're going to take our mug rug that we have trimmed, okay? We trimmed it nice and close on the batting, and
Pretty
we
close.
took that stabilizer off the back. Now you need to decide what side do you want it to be. Do you want the blue to be where the zipper starts or where the zipper ends? I'm going to put the blue where the zipper ends. There's no right or wrong on that unless you have a top and bottom. Now I'm going to line it up. Are you seeing this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if you notice, remember we made the Molly bag a little bit smaller than the mug rug. So I have my mug rug, I'm bringing it down, I'm lining it up, I'm lining it up, I'm lining it up, okay? And then I'm rotating and checking the sides. Are they good? Are we good on the top? Oh, I may have taken it down a little too much. So I'm going to take it back up to make sure that top is covered. I'm going to check. You might do this, you could fidget with this a couple of times, what do you want to lose? I'm going to make sure that I am lined up, that my extra fabric is on my non-snowflake side. Looks like I'm pretty well covered. And then I like to use quilting pins. Quilting pins are thinner and they bend. And I like to put a quilting pin on there to help keep it in place, okay? And then we are going to be very generous
With the tape.
with the tape because we don't want this puppy to move because we won't know until the end if we've had success. All right? So this is where you can reuse your tape, but be generous. And Mary Lou did my trimming. We could have, let's give this a little bit of a snip so we have more control. We're just taking some of that excess fabric off so that we can get a better security with that tape. I love this team effort. Okay. All right. Now, if you look at your directions, what we've done is they say place the back fabric right side down. So we're at step 31 and we added the tab, which is an additional feature.
No,
So
stop, Steve. Mute. Okay.
okay, Steve keeps butting in here. So we're at step 31. Maybe I need to put those boxing gloves on. Okay, and so
Oh, where'd it go?
we are not, it's on that, wasn't up there?
gone.
Okay, so what we are going to do is we are not going to place any batting because we already have the batting in the mug rug that we created, okay? And so we're going to go right in there to step 33 and we're going to stitch this down, okay? And this is a critical step. We're almost done. We're coming down the home stretch.
See, and you got it right in there.
Yep, where'd that piece of fabric go? My backing. I just had it. Here. Sorry. Okay, we're going to remove the hoop. We're going to take that pin out. And on the back, we are going to put the lining backing. And we want to make sure that we have the right side facing down. I guess I shouldn't have picked such a faint.
Well, white on
Fabric.
white is so hard
Yeah,
to
what-
tell right, especially
Yeah, but it
that.
looks so nice inside.
It does. I use it a lot.
Yeah, I like to have a light color when I do these bags as my lining. And we, again, are going to be generous with the tape. And you can't, I've tried to modify this, you can't skip the way this step comes. And you'll see why in a minute. We're back in, and we're going to do a final stitcher-on, but it's going to leave an opening. And that's where we are going to have to pull everything through. So we'll be utilizing our turning tool, which we also will be selling today at the end of the show. Oh, my thread got mad. Okay, let's just rethread him. I don't think it was the whole thing. I think it was... Sometimes when you're sewing over those zippers, it sometimes catches your thread. This one goes around twice because you want that nice and secure.
That did it a little differently than mine does it.
Yeah.
Just happens sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I knew it did it twice, though.
No, it does.
Yeah, and you
It gives
need
that-
that strength for when you're pulling it through.
And it's all stitched now.
Yes, everything is stitched. I love that sound. Okay, we're going to take it out. We're going to take off as much tape as we can. That's what's nice about the Kimberbell tape is it doesn't, it's almost like a tearaway. It doesn't affect your stitches. We're going to take this out of the hoop. We're going to give it a good trim, but an important piece is if you saw, let me take it back a step. If you notice, there's that opening right there, okay? It did not stitch there, and that's where we're going to have to turn. So we want to be aware of that opening because when we trim, I don't trim close here. I give it a nice little tab because I don't like to hand sew. So this way I can use steam-a-seam to close off that lining fabric, okay? So with that, I'm going to use the scissors. Yes, I know it's dangerous because they're not left-handed. But Steve's here, and I think he has a Band-Aid ready. Okay, so... No, I did not need to because on the Destiny and the Solaris, it automatically has that feature. Like I mentioned, I give it a nice wide berth down there. These purple scissors are nice and sharp. I like to give my corners a little bit of shaping so that I can get a nice pointed corner. And here at the bottom, I will peel that apart a little bit, and I will take out, if there's, I'm taking out that stabilizer. We don't need it. Yeah, that's enough. I might give it a little trim too. This way, when I use my Shape Flex or Steam-a-seam, my Steam-a-seam, it helps. All right, now comes the tricky part. We have that zipper inside. Notice this is the lining fabric. We have to turn it to the lining out. This is the unique steps that Kimberbell has come up with to allow us to do everything in the hoop with a single hoop. So I'm turning that so that I have the lining fabric showing. And this is a standard step in your Molly directions. So if you feel frustrated, just go back and reread your Molly directions. Because if the mug rug is a little thicker to turn than just a backing and a batting. Okay, so we're getting that out. We're getting that out. I think I'm going to start using my turning tool. I use my turning tool to give me, now this is the lining fabric, to give me a nice point as best I can, a point there in each of the corners, okay? Okay, and here we have that where we were going to turn it in, okay? And normally I will go to the iron and give this all a nice press, okay? I think I'm going to do that right now, all right?
It still feels warm.
Okay.
But it's not.
You know what, I'm going to use this. Ruth Ann created this little ironing pad for Gloria. So I'm going to take advantage of that and give it a little bit of a, I didn't bring my Steam-a-seam upstairs here at the studio, but I can go back and do that another time. But I like to give it a little bit of a sharpness here. Remember, you have that glitter flex, so you don't want to just set that iron on there forever. You want to keep that iron moving. But I like to give it a little, gives it a little bit of crispness here. Okay. All right.
I'm
So
sure they have it
now,
up here, but I don't know where.
that's okay. I can work from here. I'm going to slide my zipper back a little bit. And now I'm going to use that same turning tool and I'm going to turn it inside out. Now there's tape in there because I had that little tab taped on because I didn't want it to get in the way of anything. I have poor hand strength, so sometimes this is difficult and sometimes it's not. All right, so we're using our turning tool. If you are weak with your corners when you're doing the lining, then your final project will definitely not have smooth corners. So it's important on that previous step that we just did that you get those corners out as best you can, because
It
if
makes
you
for the best finish.
right, because
gotta
if
get
you
them
wait, yeah, they're never going to come out. Okay, and remember you have a lot of fabric in those corners, so you can keep working at it. You know, I might work at it a little bit more. Taking that tape off, and now I will give it another press. So the back is looking spiffy. I'll add a little charm. We have some charms for sale today too. We have some holiday charms. And now I'm going to give it another press. Is there a piece of scrap fabric there? No, reach into my bag. Because I have, oh yeah, this will be fine. Because I have this glitter flex, I don't want to put that iron directly on there. So I want to put something in between to give it, and I'm more concerned about those edges.
And one thing that Kimberbell said with the Molly pouch is to use best press.
Yes.
Spray around the edges and you can
Yes.
and that helps a lot.
It does. It does. All right. So here we are.
That is so cute.
We have that done.
Nice.
Looks so
Very
good.
nice.
Thank you. Thank you. And then when we did the towels, we used that same sticky back frame that Mary Lou was using with the hats. And I did enlarge it now that I think about it. And I figured out, now notice the design is offset. So when I put it on my frame, Mary Lou, can I take this hat off?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. When I put it on my frame, I realized that the center of my frame, okay, that it's an offset design. So when I did the first towel, I did not take that into consideration. And when I placed it down, and it stitched out, it was offset. So then I went back and added the Let It Snow to help balance that out. Now on the red one, I got a little
was smart
smarter,
and went center.
less wine, and I then figured out we can go over to the machine and I'll show you what keys I used to help get it centered again. I went to the layout key. No, I have to return first. Okay, I went to embroidery. Oh, I have to tell it okay. I used this Rhonda one. I used this to see where I was, and then I could move the design up and down. Are you seeing that? It's moving.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured that I needed to take this design and shift it down. And that's how I used the machine to cause it to center. Okay, Mary Lou, do you want to show them that skip key?
Sure. That's
Do you want a better pattern?
no, well here it is right
Okay.
here.
Oh, okay.
What we were looking at is right in here. Maybe we don't want to use this in quilting design. So we go into this and
I think
I
it's
think
sky
it's-
blue.
is it that one? Nope, it's down here.
Yeah,
It is.
deep gold.
You think it is that deep gold? Nope.
No, next one.
It's that one. Nope.
Further up. This one.
Those are only 1 minute, so I'm thinking
Yeah.
it's that one right
Oh,
there.
yeah, you're right.
That's it. You just can go down, you can see how it advances. So we want that gray. We don't want that design, so we hit that and it takes it out. Then when we go back, we can add a design to that. Then just go in and find your quilting design, put it in there, and then you've got it. And we
Great.
can also make at least one of those disappear.
Right. Yeah, I usually.
The one stitching one,
Mm-hmm.
not on the
first-
batting.
Correct.
It won't do it on the batting, but it will
Correct.
do it on the fabric.
Because it'll take out the whole batting thing. What
Yeah.
she means is up here when it's on the batting, there's that line there. We can't take that line out because it will take this whole concept out. So we're like,
But when you're in that,
mm-hmm.
and you 'cause we have to go back at it, and we're going to look for the no-sew. We're going to go down. It's not that one. That's the zipper. That's the top. It's further down than I thought. Sky blue.
It's down here.
That's
No,
it.
it's
This is
showing.
it.
It's showing that it's.
This one right here. That's the one we're going to no-show.
Oh, okay, yeah,
No-sew.
yeah. And notice it gives you that
Oops.
indicator. That's
Yeah.
okay.
That's the wrong one. It's that one.
You can take them both out.
Yeah.
One is you can take them
Mhm.
both.
So you're going to say no-sew and that.
Mm-hmm.
And that one, come on. That one you want to sew.
Correct. It's
And
this
that'll hold
sky
it.
blue. Yeah, that you
that's
want.
sky blue.
Okay, so that. Great. So it's taking out as much non-essential work that we
So
need.
that you don't have to skip ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah. Great features. Great features. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do we want to shop or do we want to go downstairs?
We can show them the products that we have up here.
then we'll
Okay.
go down.
No one can walk down.
And you'll do the products.
Yeah, I can do that. So we
We're
took.
going to look at which one we want.
What's that?
I'm going to see which one is up next.
Okay. So we took a free pattern from Me Time Embroidery. It's the Molly bag. And combined that with one of Kimberbell's patterns. So today, thought we'd show you the Kimberbell mud rugs that are available. They come out with different volumes. So the pattern that we use today came from Mug Rug Volume 2. But we're going to start with Mug Rug Volume 1. And that one's
we-
here.
And
Is
we
that
just
these
have a
here? Okay.
couple.
So
couple
I'll
if
put
you wanted
this
to see.
down Here, there we go. And so this is Mug Rug Volume 1. And each of these designs, this one includes 11 in the hoop designs that fit your 5x7 hoop. And this one includes all of the designs on the back here. So this has a gingerbread man, a pumpkin, a cupcake, a gift wrapped present there, a Christmas wreath, a red cardinal with a snowflake. It's got a spider on there, a watermelon with some ants crawling around, and then Valentine's with a heart. Also a snowman on the bottom there. And then a bonus design is a blank one that you can add a monogram or anything you want. So you can utilize these mug rug patterns in combination like we did today with the free Molly pattern. So
This is volume 1.
this is volume 1.
Okay,
and
I think
here,
volume 2 is in the bubble.
okay, let's switch to volume 1.
Which one is that? This one?
It's pretty good. Should we go up right there? That one.
There you go.
Yep. Okay. So now we got volume 1 in, and this is a sample of the
present
present, the gift wrap present. This one is,
and the watermelon.
and then we also have the watermelon.
That's on one.
And they help you put the rickrack in with this. Okay, so
Yep.
the watermelon has rickrack around for the core of the watermelon. But there's like different pieces in here with some really neat stitching with the mug rugs. Any of Kimberbell's projects are going to stitch out really well. So this is Mug Rug Volume 1 with these designs on them. Mug Rug Volume 2 is the one that we use today. So this is what the front of the package looks like for us.
Zoom in a little bit. There we go.
And that one.
And this one includes a pineapple. What's that say? Oh, bless my bloomers. So a flower design for spring. There's a birdhouse with a bird on top. There's a bunny on this one. Oh, there's a football. A mug with a hot drink, a hot cocoa or a hot coffee there. There's a palm tree with a sun. There's a St. Patty's Day with a shamrock there. An apple. And then there's our snowflake that we use today, and as well as a pinwheel on this one. But here are some of the ones stitched out. So here's the football one. And it has an applique football, and some has the yard markings down here on the side. And then any of the blank space, you can always add a name or personalize it, or if you want to personalize something on the football itself, you can put Go Steelers. If you're from Pittsburgh here, and even if you're not from Pittsburgh, you can say Go Steelers. So
That's right.
that's the Pittsburgh, or that's the football one. We also have the palm tree one here. And then again, any of these spaces that are blank, you can always add something in there, or a message or things like that. So that one's really cute with the applique palm tree. Here's the bunny. There's the bunny hopping around with his floppy ears. So that'll be Easter be coming up before we know it, right? Yeah. So. And then this one, we love this design because of the snowflake. We use snowflake with the glitter vine. Is this the one we made today?
Yeah.
Holy cow, look at that, guys. We made that one today. So look, we took the Molly bag on this side, which is a zipper pouch. It's a free pattern, and I'm gonna put out that website again in the email, but then we combined it with the snowflake mug rug for this. So that's really cool. So that's volume 2.
This one, I forgot to bring some in from home that I've made. I couldn't find any here that go with that one.
So this one, we're just going to have to look at the package. This is what the front of it looks like. This one has 12 designs.
Oh,
these
does
all
this one?
fit
Is
in
it this one?
the
Oh.
5x7 hoop. This is Kimberbell's Mug Rug Volume 3. So 12 designs that fit in the 5x7 hoop. And on the back here, proud to be a military family. So there's that one. There's a Mr. and Mrs. A newlyweds type one if you're doing something for a wedding. This is how we roll for all you camping enthusiasts out there. If you're in your little motorhome trailers and you're camping around, that's a cute one there. You are, what's that one say?
You are loved.
Loved. So with the pink ribbon there. And then there's No Place Like Gnome. So a little gnome on there. So No Place Like Gnome. We like those play on words when it comes to our gnomes. So there's like a little gnome there. And then this one is Friends and Coffee make, hold on, I gotta read this. Friends and Coffee make the perfect blend. Aw, that's so nice. Yeah, so Friends and Coffee right there. So your coffee buds, if you have coffee with someone, that's a cute one there. Good Morning Sunshine, that's good for everyone. Oh, look at this one. The Sip and Sew with the little sewing machine in the middle. It has a little piece of fabric that you stitch in that's a little three-dimensional design to that. So that fabric hangs down underneath the needle of the sewing machine. That's really neat. And all the school bus drivers out there, thanks for going the extra mile. We have to appreciate our school bus drivers getting our kids back and forth to school.
Wouldn't it be
So that's
great
a
to
nice
make
one for
them
that.
bags?
It would, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that would be
There's
nice.
a lot that would be cute in the bag.
Love is a four-legged word for our animal friends out there. So little paw prints. Love is a four-legged word. Not today, I'm booked. Oh, that's a cute one for any of the bookworms out there. Anyone who's an avid reader, you can make them one that they're busy reading. So they're not today, I'm booked. That's a nice, cute one. And then music lovers. And that one says treble maker. So a play on words with troublemaker, but treble, like the treble clef with the music notes there. That's a neat one too. So this is Mug Rug Volume 3 with the 12 different designs, and these all fit in the 5x7 hoop. Now, starting with Mug Rug Volume 4, they introduced some larger size designs. So there's some that fit in the 5x7, and there's also some that fit in the 8x12. This one includes 10 designs. So the one on top here you can see is We Go Together Like Milk and Cookies. So we have a sample of that one here, but we'll flip it over. This is the 8x12 size. So just a larger, I guess what would this be, a mug pad instead of a rug. It'd be a little bigger. This one fits the 8 by 12 size, but there's leather here for the milk. There's clear vinyl over top of the milk jug to give it that glass look. There's felt on top here, or the milk and cookies to give you that, and the cookie background with the chocolate chips in there. And then again, this one, if you didn't want to say we go together like milk and cookies, you can take this wordage out and take this wordage out. And I know people have made these cookies for Santa, to set Santa's cookies out. That'd be a fun idea. To make this one into a Christmas one. So milk and cookies for Santa and the reindeer. You could utilize this one for. But this one also has up here, Let's Play. So it has Scrabble pieces on the top right there. So any of you Scrabble lovers, I know I like to play a good round of Scrabble, especially around the holidays with family. It's fun to get in that. So I know there's a lot of Scrabble lovers out there. Happy Hanukkah with the second one in there. And then there's a flamingo here, and that one says, I'm still standing on one leg at that. So, and I can see some glitter flecks on that flamingo there too. It's glow time. So if you have a person that keeps you nice and pretty with your hairdresser, you can make one of those, and that'd be cute for them to sit in their shop. They could lay their scissors or their hairdryer down on it and think of you every time they go to use it. So that's the larger size there. But each of them come. How many small ones and big ones do you get?
You get 2 big ones.
Mm-hmm.
2 big ones. So the 2 big ones that you get are the glow, it's glow time, and the milk and cookies. And the other ones all come in the normal size mug rug. So, but you get the small version and the large version of those 2, because there they are. You're my hero for all the healthcare workers out there, helping to save people's lives. If you want to have a special person,
I make a lot of purses out of that one.
Purses out of that one too. That would be good. You're my hero. And then what's the one with the balloons say? Let's say what's it say? Hold on. Oh, let's wander. Okay, so hot air balloons for the people who like to take adventures and travel. Let's wander. That's a cute one for them. I've never been on a hot air balloon. I think I would like to do that sometime. Yeah. So, and then it's glow time. Party! It's the time to party. That's cute.
That's
so that's a
the one
play
that
on words. So this is one.
that Kathleen made.
Kathleen, I know Kathleen's a golfer and she's got some golf buddies out there. So she uses this one and has made this one into a pouch. So there it is. Time to party with a little golf cart on there. And if we flip it over, you can see that she made it into that zipper pouch here too. She added that tab on the side and then also a little charm for the zipper pull. But you can make any of these regular size ones into a mug rug size. So that one's on here, time to party. And the last one is happiness comes in waves. So a little beach scene there, and I missed one here too.
That's
Thanks,
this
Mary
one.
Lou. Oh, it's this one. Oh, we did this one.
We
not
showed
long
that
ago.
one.
We showed that
So
one.
I just want to drink hot cocoa and watch Christmas movies. So that's a real cute one there. And it's got clear vinyl over top of the TV screen. And I know people have modified this one to add their own words in and things like that. So I just want to drink hot cocoa and watch Christmas movies. That actually sounds really nice. Just to curl up on the couch with a cup of hot cocoa. So this is Mug Rug Volume 4. And how many Mug Rug volumes do we have?
5.
5. Okay, so here's our 5th one. So this is Mug Rug Volume 5. This is the latest one that came out. There are...
Let's see. 1, 2, 4.
Do we miss a couple?
I think they're just out of order, maybe. Let's see, because I definitely hit 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so we'll make sure these mug rugs are in the bubble, and we'll come back to this one for now. But Mug Rug Volume 5s, keep that right there, because we're gonna come right back to that one and stuff. So
Yeah. Here, I'll just put it.
if you could, while you add those in, I'll take my computer there, and I can kind of switch through the products too to help out here.
Okay.
So
Next one, we don't have a sample. It's the SF101. I thought that was the next one.
let's see. Let's go to. What do we got over there? Anything over? Just bring it over, and I'll just talk about it and put it in the bubble. So,
Since we
here.
were doing the
so
towels?
2 towels. So today we showed that design that Kathleen did with the snowflake. So this snowflake came from Mug Rug Volume 2. So you can utilize these designs like this little little cart here from this one, you can use that on other things. So
Oh,
we
that would be
took the,
great on a golf towel.
It would. That's a good idea, yeah. So we used the snowflake for this one.
snowflake?
From
golf
Mug Rub
cart.
Volume. There are these towels. So these are our
that's
Dunraven
true.
towels that open up big, and they have the dark blue with the white snowflakes on this one. So we have a package here where you're going to get a blue one, and then also you're going to get a red one as well. So that's fun there.
And
with
you can
those
put
two.
any patterns on those from any
Any
of your mug
patterns,
rugs,
yep.
any of your holiday patterns.
And we love our Dunraven towels. They're really nice to embroider on, and they make a great quick gift if you've got to give a gift to someone. So get yourself some a red one and a blue one, and you'll be all set there. So I think we have we're going to talk about today is December 6th. So you know what that means. It's the 6th prize. See how we did that? Yep.
See how smart we are?
Yeah.
Very
So,
smart.
don't be confused.
Did you
Yeah.
guys did you count back? Like Steve and I were.
It was like an aha moment yesterday.
Yes.
Day 5, we're on prize 5. Because tomorrow we'll be on 7 because it's the 7th. So you see how we did that for you. It makes it really easy. You can follow right along. December 6th, we're going to open number 6. Yes.
It's so
Very
funny.
exciting. So
I mean, it was an aha moment.
I
Because I was standing there going, okay, so Friday was the first one.
we opened
Saturday.
2 one day. How we do that? So I got 2 fingers, 1, 2, and 3. So we're on the 5th, the 4th. Yeah, it was too much for us. You know what I said? We overthought it. We were overthinking it.
We overthought it,
So-
definitely.
So
Yes.
here, we'll let
So
you
tell
open.
me,
Yeah.
today is the 6th.
Today, so is that 6? You're gonna open 6 today.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah. Okay, I gotta find. Okay, so hang on. I gotta find my 6. Wait, I got over here. So Joni and I all day have been packing more of these, so people are seeing our prizes and they're liking them. This was a good one.
That was yesterday.
That was really good.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
I think that's what. Oh, someone's calling to order one. I don't know who that is. Okay, all right. So I gotta find my number 6. Remember yesterday, didn't we try to find one and ours wasn't in the box?
Yeah.
Yeah. If something happens, because this has been crazy. But if you're missing something, would they go orders at gloriahorn.com, email there, or where should they should do the order form, the orders issue form?
Yep.
Because we will get it right out to you if you're missing any of these. We need this. Joni needs one of those. Okay, I don't see my number 6. Okay.
What about the other kit in the corner?
Well, I bet. Yeah. So
Wait, this
look.
is your low box.
Yeah,
Wait,
this
should
is-
be here.
yeah.
Is this 6? No, that's 9.
That's a 9. 9, and that's what's hard too.
We
A
were
6
going
looks like a
to-
9.
We were going to check yesterday just to make sure 6 was here, and we didn't.
We
do
didn't,
that.
we promised.
Forgot about that. So
We promised them we'd do that, and we didn't. There's no 6 in my
Do you need
box.
me to run down?
Yeah, I guess so. That's Joni.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to double check. I have other boxes here. Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Joni, she's on a
We
show
are
and
having
she doesn't
fun.
have a number 6
and
to open.
people are enjoying them, so that makes it really fun. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. We don't even know what these numbers. What's working?
our microphones still work. He didn't mute us.
Oh, he didn't. You.
He
Oh,
muted someone
he
because
muted.
they ran down the way.
Oh, so ours weren't working.
We still can talk though.
We can still talk.
can
I
still
know.
talk.
Yes, we are. So they can hear me.
Someone said it's wrapped in red tissue paper.
Red tissue.
For red tissue.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That could change.
But
too.
first thing is
Oh,
we.
here. Look.
Look at
There it is.
6.
No, that's the wrong number 6. So I guess we don't have the right number 6.
Joni, get
So, all right. And let's. Okay, well, anyhow, open your number 6. They're the inspirational pens. Okay? So number 6, you got 2 pens, and I want you to tell me what sayings you got. because there were like 12 different sayings, and you got 2 different ones. Now, some people, we ran out of those pens, and we weren't able to get some more, and so we said, what could we give them? What could we give them? And so some people got a pouch like this, you know, just a puffy little pouch, and they got 2, not 1, but 2 30-inch zippers with the double pull.
Inspirational zippers.
Inspirational
Wow,
zippers.
yeah.
Yes. So 2. So if you're wondering what is going on, can you put it in the bubble? I guess you already did. Okay, because we are making more right now, and but you know, after yesterday, double pull. Yesterday was so good. We had, I think, 7 people bought the boxes yesterday. Yeah. So Joni and I have been making them all day, and we vow to make sure that we have extra. So those that bought yesterday, those will be going out tomorrow. And if you place an order today, those will be going out tomorrow too. So they're inspirational pens. Did anybody be kind and go for it? Yeah, there's one. Work hard and keep pushing. See, inspirational. So, okay, believe and achieve. Unstoppable you. So yes, keep telling us your sayings. I just thought they were really neat. I thought that'd be a good gift to give someone too, right? So
We don't have those separately. Yeah.
yeah, and then we ran out of the pens, and so we looked for a really good substitute. So we're always making pouches, right? Kimberbell pouches. And what's so nice about these zippers, which one of these days we have to sell all the items that we did get in. But what I like about this 30-inch zipper is it has 2 zipper pulls, so you can cut this in half. So you want to make sure that you put one of your zipper pulls down here. Okay, and you can cut it in half or wherever you want, and you end up with 2 zippers. So really, this is a package of 4 zippers, and they've got the larger teeth, so they're really nice for bags and pouches, and they've got the larger zipper pull too, so it's
And they
easier.
hold a charm, lovely.
Yes, they hold a charm. Oh, yes. Or did you show them charms today?
yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet. Okay. All right. I'm going to go back down and help Joni. All right. Thank you, everybody. Any more inspiration? Embrace your inner power. Shine. So that's, so there are lots of boss lady, and hang on to your dreams. There you go.
Yep.
All right. Okay. See you tomorrow.
Yep.
So there's that. So why don't we look for 7 and put it
Right
on
now.
top?
One of those.
I need this one.
Okay.
Okay. And I need some out of this box
So
too.
let's go back to Mug Rug Volume 5. It's the latest one from Kimberbell. It should be going in the bubble now, but this is one of the samples from it, and it says life is so good. And at any time you can use the word so, and you can change it up to be SEW with our sewing things. It's always fun. So this is like a little quilt block hanging on a clothesline here with a bumblebee. So there's a quilt block there. So this is one of them. But Mug Rug Volume 5's, this one is all 5x7 designs, and this one has 12 different designs. And they kind of they cut them off a little bit here, but we'll go through them. So there's this eat, sleep, sport, repeat. So that's great for all your sport lovers out there. Eat, sleep, sports, repeat. Keep it real, a fishing reel for our fisherman friends out there. Looks like a cake here, a 2-tiered, 3-tiered cake. So that's really pretty. Campers have s'more fun. Aw, campers have s'more fun. A little play on words, so a little tent there, applique tent with a little fire, and some marshmallows there. Thank you for being our hero. So you can use that really for anything. I know we've been using that term hero for our healthcare workers out there, but if you have a hero out there that you want to make something for, thank you for being our hero is a good one for that. Thanks for helping me grow. This one here, a little inspiration if someone's helped you out. That's a nice one for them. And what's down here? Stitching keeps me from unraveling. Stitching keeps me from unraveling. Yes, we all use sewing as a getaway from our everyday lives. And when you go in your sewing room, you can just put a smile on your face. I think it does for all of us. So It's a good reason to sew. Down here in the bottom, in all things give thanks. That's great for all year round, really, to give thanks in everything we have. Remember your roots, another one. So it's got a little, looks like some cork to make up the little basket down there, and some flowers and some vegetables there. So remember your roots. And then the little rubber boots over here. You've got this. So anyone going through some tough times needs a little pick-me-up cheer. Just a reminder that they can handle it, that they've got it. A cute one there with the pink rubber boots. So there's 12 different 5x7 designs here, and this is Kimberbell's latest. And they're all, I think you need them all. You need all five volumes, and you can make one for everyone. So nice little rugs, and anytime you make something for someone, it's always just a little nicer than buying something for someone when you can make it. So yeah, we like that. That's why we sew. So
What is next?
whatever we want it
What
to
is
be, it
next?
could be next.
Whatever you want.
Let's go. Let's do some. Do we have a vinyl pack?
Yes. Minus the white.
Minus
We
the white.
used it.
Okay.
The
So
white will be added.
so this is our holiday bunch of glitter flex vinyl. So there is that a quarter yard?
It's 6 inches.
6 inches. Okay. So quarter yard. Yeah, because they're gonna get 6 inches. Is that what that is?
Or 22, or is it 5?
This one's 4.5.
So that's an eighth of a yard.
Eighth of a yard.
Eighth of a yard by 22
So
inches.
let's see what there's in this. It says they are getting, I think, a fourth of a yard of 4 different ones for this price. So we'll have to make sure that they get the right
correct
size,
ones.
correct size. So
Okay.
these are cut down. This is half of what you're going to get. So we've got a green, and we sold them in different sizes before. So this one's the 1/8 yard size, but we're going to give you one that's 9 inches wide. So this is 4.5. You actually get twice this much in this roll. So there'll be green, a gold, a red,
And
and
white.
And a white. Oh, we're down there. I can move it down.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And white. So you're going to get 4 colors. And this is cut at 4.5 inches because we've sold them as 1/8 yard packs before. But in the description and the pricing for this one, you are going to get a quarter yards, which is a lot and lots of. So you get 9 inch by the width of the.
That
glitter
22
vinyl.
inches, I did the purse and both towels.
Okay, with this just the smaller piece.
Yes, with the
So
smaller ones.
We nabbed the white piece out of here to do our 2 projects, and we were able to do all those projects and more with it. But you'll get a larger size for this one than the 4.5 inch. So that's available for us. And remember, when you're working with this glitter vinyl, that there's a clear layer on top that you just want to peel off before you sew on it there.
No. I was looking for that one.
So these dangle charms, we love these little dangle charms. I won't open those, but I'll just lay them there so you can see. But we've used them.
There's one right there.
Here's a little dangle charm that Kathleen used. And this is an assortment of colors that you'll get. So there's some yellows, some blues, some greens, some oranges in there. And they just have a little lobster clip, right, that you can clip onto your project. It just adds a nice little flair to your project. People are going to notice that, especially when you give them something with that little crystal dangle on. So these are real faux crystals. We always like to emphasize that they're just a little fun around here. So yeah, little crystals for you and these dangle charms. So you'll get what? How many? 10?
12.
12. Oh, you get a 12. Okay, so you'll get 12 little dangle charms with this.
The reason why we're showing these needles is when you're using glitter flex, it's important to use an extra sharp, and those are microtex, and they are recommended for products like glitter flex.
So these are our sharp needles. They have an extra sharp point. You're going to get 2 packs of these needles. So you're going to get 12 needles total. And these, let's add some more in there for this.
There we go.
These. And we have more dangle charms that if they went to waitlist, we'll be able to have those for you. But on the back of all of our Class A needles that we use, I'm just going to read you what it says. For silk microfiber fabrics or for penetrating densely woven fabrics, Sharp Point also produces perfectly straight top stitching and smooth buttonholes. Used with cotton, fine or medium weight polyester, silk, or rayon thread. And these are the size 90-14. We really utilize the 90-14. I know some people use other size needles that are out there, but 90-14 is our kind of go-to size. And this Sharp needle, if you've never used them, that extra sharp point can help penetrate through fabrics, and you'll get perfect top stitching with these as well. So you'll get 2 packs, so 12 needles of that. And then you see us using our Kimberbell tape all the time. This Kimberbell tape dispenser is great because it allows you to roll the tape out by one hand. You know, like when you've got that tape on the roll and you can't find the end, and you're fumbling with it, and you only have one hand.
Like Mary Lou was.
And you're using your teeth, and you don't need to. Use a Kimberbell tape dispenser, and that'll solve all your problems. So we have one down here. They keep coming out with different colors, and they only make so many of that color, and then they come out with a new one. So the yellow one is the most current one that they have. They did introduce some cranberry colored products, but I know that tape dispenser isn't going to be out for another maybe 4 months or so. But the nice thing is that it fits our paper tape. It's a nice weight so that when you go to pick up here, you can just pull and just snip off your tape there, and you're ready to go with all your embroidery projects. And you see how much we use the tape. So this is a cute little thing. And this one, the yellow one, has little honeycombs and bees. So. Ooh, we got more charms. So these ones are our Christmas charms, holiday.
And they're assorted. We don't know what you'll get in your bag.
So these
Ella counted them out.
Ella packages these up for us. So you'll get Ella's selection, which we know you'll love. But on here are, how many are here?
8.
You get 8 different ones that you can attach to your projects. But in this pack, there's a little Christmas tree, there's a little Santa, there's a little snowman.
They're cute.
A little stocking, a candy cane, a bell and a mitten, and then a reindeer. It looks like Rudolph with that red nose there. So you get 8 little enamel charms that they are gold is the base. And cute little 8
real
charms
faux
there.
gold.
Real faux gold, yes. You got to remember that. But it's always real faux. So,
Real photo.
real faux. And then zippers. If you need some zippers to do some of these, we have an assortment of zippers here. So these ones, oh, these are nice zippers. Oh, wow.
Nice and big.
Those are nice.
So these have the teeth that are a little bit bigger, but you'll get an assorted pack here. Ella also packs these up for us too. So you'll get Ella's assortment of colors. So these have the bigger zipper pull with this size. This is probably a size 4 teeth. I don't know. Size 5 it says on here. Okay. So these have 1 zipper pull, and these are about 12 inches. And you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 assorted color zippers with the zipper pull on these. So if you need some more zippers to do some projects, these are great. You can sew right through these vinyl teeth. They have a stop on both ends, so the zipper pull doesn't pull off. But this is a nice assorted set of number 5 zippers in 12-inch.
The thread. Is that what you're looking for?
No,
Right here.
I was looking for this one.
Here's the thread is next.
So this is the MA1 Kingstar thread that we use for sewing. If you've never used metallic thread before, please start off using Kingstar.
There it
If
is.
you have other metallic thread at home that gives you trouble, throw it in the garbage because it'll give you trouble with embroidery. This Kingstar we love. It doesn't give us trouble. It gives us perfect tension when we're sewing. We use it for quilting. We use it for embroidery. But if you struggle with other brands of metallic thread, it's not you. It's probably the thread, and we've struggled too. So this is this is MA1. That's the top of it there. So this is the smaller cone. So this is aluminum with the A as opposed to the silver. This is a little bit darker one. So we use that a lot for our projects. So that's our favorite
We used it on the
metallic
Let It
thread.
Snow.
Okay, so on the Let It Snow here, we used it in embroidery to get those letters there, to give your projects just a little nice little
glitz.
touch, a little glitz. That's Kathleen said, a little glitz. We like that. This is our turning tool. So this is our go-to turning tool here. So this comes from R&K distributors, but it has a nice long handle. It has a nice ball on the end there. I can set it down so you guys can get a better look at it there. But it's shaped like a pencil, so it's not going to roll off your table. And it's got a nice long handle for you to use. The ball end was not going to shove through the end of your projects. It's going to just help push out those corners. And then when you set it down, it'll roll a little bit, but it won't roll off the table, and you can find it. It's got a nice weight to it, but it is our favorite turning tool. It looks like we're out of stock of those. Some of these projects that are going to waitlist, don't worry, because we have them here. We just got to update our quantities, so we can do that. And then, oh, our Fomore titanium
favorites.
snips. We show you guys these time and time again because they are our favorite. And if we go around the room, there's probably 6 pairs we can collect and show you here.
And I didn't get cut today.
And Kathleen didn't cut herself, so
'Cause
there
you're
we
lefty.
go. So this, they have like a rainbow kind of look to them, so you know that they're the special ones. These Fomore titanium snips, but they're serrated. And when you have a serrated edge in your cutting fabric, think of your pre-cuts. Your pre-cuts come with those pinked edges so that the edges don't fray. It's very similar when you're using serrated scissors when you're cutting fabric. That little serration is going to keep the fabric from unraveling on the edges, so that when you're doing applique work, you don't want those strands of threads to poke up through your satin stitches. So these serrated scissors help prevent the fabric from fraying when you're using them. But they come with a little sheath on the end. You can put it back in your package, or you can have multiple pairs spread all over your room, so you always have a pair right at finger's reach. That's what we do around here. So get yourself another pair if you have them. But they're they just spring loaded, so they work right and left-handed. You just squeeze and they pop back open, and you can trim all your applique work. But we use these for a lot of things, so help yourself to another pair there. Okay, so this is heartfelt gift pockets. So this is a different project from Kimberbell that you can, it creates a little pocket here. So let me set this down and I'll flip it over so you can see all the designs here on this. But this is one of them here. So it creates a little pouch or pocket that you can slide a little gift into here too. These are made with felt, and these are all made entirely within the hoop. So the front, the backing, the little applique work with the design here. So you're able to slide a gift card in there, or a candy bar, or whatever you want to give as a gift, and then it teaches you, or it shows you how to put the ribbon on. So in the photo here, it uses those Kimberbell tubes to attach, but you could tie a candy bar onto there to do things, or you could tie another present.
I think on this one we put tea bags in it.
Okay.
And then we put like one of those honey.
Oh, those
sticks.
sugar stir drinks, or
Yeah.
you know, so you can go to those the fancy tea stores and get some cute stuff to go in here. So you put little tea bags in there, and then this ribbon you can untie, and you can tie a gift on there, and then you can tie your bow back up there and have your gift attached to it. So what a cute way to deliver just a simple gift to someone when the real gift is getting the heartfelt little pocket there. So, and on here we can go through the designs that this comes with. So it looks like there's like a movie themed one here for the movie lovers, and that says just popping by to say no one's better than you. Aw, no one's better than you. And then there's a little sun there, sunshine pocket, little cupcake, a cookie on one, no tricks or treats, or only no tricks, only treats for a Halloween one, a little donut one there. There's one for the graduate, a party flamingo there, and then this one says the man,
That was right there.
the myth, and the legend. For anyone looking for a guy gift out there, here's like the tea, a hot cup of tea there. There's an umbrella design, and then for your quilty friends, the one on the front here says "Quilting friends, keep you in stitches." So that's a nice little gift to make little gifts for people.
Which one do you want?
You can go with this stuff here. So Exquisite is where we get our embroidery thread from. They put together their version of like a holiday collection. So these are the holiday collections they recommend. So this is a Christmas green, ES777, a holly red, which is ES571. There's the copper, 654, and then silver is 1707. So just 4 spools of really high quality embroidery thread. We use this every day for sewing, embroidery, quilting. So you're going to get just all 4 colors in a quartet there. And this is the holiday collection. So a nice little selection of threads there for you. And this would be cute to give as a gift too. If you have a sewing friend that you need a gift for, everyone can use more thread. We like thread. And then we have, this is Kimberbell's newest USB case. So this is in the cranberry.
Steve, let me tell you why I added that.
Okay.
We had a number of customers in that were concerned because they're losing their designs because they
Okay.
have so many.
Okay.
So I put this in because it's red and it reminds me of Christmas.
Okay.
And what I do with all of my USBs
Look at
Yes,
that.
is
look at that,
I
smart
put
girl.
it's called a key tag. And so this is the shop one, and I put a key tag on it so you'll know what volume of Kimberbell that is.
See, now we have a drawer full of just loose ones of these, and we have no idea what's on them. So we go through them now. Now we know. So this says Kimberbell Mug Rug Volume 2, because a lot of the designs don't come on USB drives, so you got to put them on. And you can try to write on here, but look at the little tag, you can add right to it, and then this will fit right all into the case here. I'll open up the case here so we can look
And
at
then
it too.
I'm going to put all of my winter and Christmas designs in my burgundy case.
The organization is just overwhelming me here. So she's going to put all her Christmas and designs, because this one reminds her of Christmas, with it being the cranberry red. So when she goes, oh, you know what? I want to stitch out a Christmas design. She can
She'll
go right
find
to
it
her
in there.
cranberry.
And
She'll
it'll
open
have
this
the
up,
tag.
and they'll all be perfectly tagged for 32 USB drives. Will fit right in there. So we want to stitch out Mug Rug Volume 2. You can just tuck that right in there, and then that little tag hangs right there, and you're all set to go. How
Smart
smart you
girl.
would be to have this
Smart
all
girl.
filled and labeled with all your embroidery designs. I know we get the embroidery designs, and we're glad that they're digital downloads now too, because then you can go back and get them. But this is a great way to organize your designs. So be like Kathleen, get yourself organized, and you'll be glad you did. So this is the newest one, the Kimberbell Cranberry color. This one holds 32 USBs in this case. So thank you. There's the back for it. Good. So Mary Lou went through and showed you some hoopings for the hats and things. And people often ask us which one's easier, which one's your favorite, and different things. So for the unstructured hats that you're going to be sewing with your flatbed embroidery machines, we recommend only really doing the unstructured hats with your flatbed machines. Your machine doesn't need to be sewing through those real thick double seams of those hats. They can be too much to sew through. So these unstructured hats are the way to go, and the best system that we've found that works the best is utilizing the dime magnetic hoop clip, and then also in combination with this you'll need the we use the 5x7 sticky hoop. So what this is the clip, this part here. So you'll get this, and you'll actually get a practice hat in here too to try. But this clip holds your hat brim down so you can flatten the hoop out. And then someone asked, can I use my 5x7 magnetic hoop with this? And you can, but no matter what, you're going to get some sticky residue on the back of your hoop. And we like to separate the stickiness to stick with our sticky hoop. So we put sticky on sticky, and then the magnetic hoop doesn't get the sticky stabilizer on it. But you can if you wanted to, but we really like using the sticky hoop.
And the back of this one does not have that padding.
So that's another Mary Lou just brought up. So your magnetic hoops are going to have some padding around the back here, because to slide around with that heavier magnet on top. These ones don't have that because you're covering it up with a sticky stabilizer here. So you're kind of.
Well, I used that before they came out with this, and mine came off.
So that protective padding that's on the back of these hoops, when you go to use a sticky stabilizer, eventually that's going to peel off,
Yep.
and it's not going to be there anymore. So we kind of like using the sticky with our sticky hoops. So the best system that we found is you take Dime's 5x7 sticky hoop with this the sticky tearaway here. You're going to put this clamp at the bottom towards you, and then that's going to slide into your machine. And the back of the hat's going to be up here, the brim of the hat's going to be here, and you're going to be able to embroider it this way. So this one, just lift that up, slide that under. You want to kind of make sure you're centered, and then just take that hat and just get it stuck down in place where you want it to be, and then you can embroider on these unstructured hats. So hats are fun to make, especially for groups or for family things. And then with this, you're going to get a pack of pre-cut 5x7 sticky tearaway with the 5x7 sticky here.
Can you talk about
Oh,
the refill?
well, this one, the refill.
Oh, the refill. Okay. So this is 25 sheets that are pre-cut to fit on the 5x7 sticky hoop. So if you if you want the convenience of not having to cut them yourselves, and this matches up perfectly. So these just go right on top, and you get 25 sheets, and you don't have to pull out a new sheet every time. If you've embroidered on this, and you've just let's see, and you've only torn out like this area here, just take a patch, put a patch on the back, and then this other sticky stabilizer is still able to use. Just patch where you've used. Be careful when you're pulling it away. Just cut a patch and then patch the back, and then that sticky will be nice and fresh up there, and you can keep utilizing that one piece as much as you can by patching it. Eventually you have to change it out, but you can definitely create patches and patch just where you've embroidered. So this is Kimberbell's version of sticky back tearaway. This is one of our favorite sticky tearaways, and the reason is that it's sticky enough to hold your project in place, but it's not so sticky that you aren't going to be able to get that stabilizer torn away after your project's done. Some of the sticky table is so sticky that it's hard to pull it away. So if you're giving it as a gift or something, you don't want all that stabilizer in the back. I will tell you that the Kimberbell version doesn't leave all that stickiness. So
And you can use it in this hoop. That's what I did. I used it in that hoop.
There too. So you can this way. You can just use it that way, and it's about the right size there. You can just roll out a piece to fit there.
And the leftover piece is what you used to patch.
There, she's got it all figured out for us. So there you go. So you take this, and you have this, you put that, and then this leftover part is your patch. So you have the sheet that goes on the back of the frame, and then your patch is already ready to go. And this is ideal for floating difficult to hoop items. Secure hold without basting. Adhesive is repositional for precise placement. Simply hoop, peel off back, and place your project. You're ready to go. So Kimberbell stuff is really nice. This is a really nice, and this is a 12-inch by 10 yards of Kimberbell sticky stabilizer.
That's the wash away one.
So so if you want to do hand towels and you want to give them as gifts, and you don't want to have to sit there and tear away, pick out all the tear away, the wash away is really nice because you can trim this up, you can leave it in the project because it doesn't look bad, doesn't look like it's torn paper. And then do we have one that has this on the back, the red one?
The red one right there behind your
Oh,
computer.
yeah, that one you can see better.
So this one we used, see, when you give it as a gift, that doesn't look bad to give that just a little bit of stabilizer in there. And then as soon as they wash it, I mean, that's just going to be gone this here. So it's a nice way to do your towels. And this is a sticky wash away. So wash away sticky back. Ooh, it's like a double, sticky and wash away. So a great way to use your towels, especially if you're doing terry cloth towels where you don't want to hoop it. You get that hoop burn. Hoop burn is where you see like the marks of the hoop on your project from clamping in the hoop. And if you don't want that, this will hold your project in place and it'll work real well for you. Also, if you're doing anything like t-shirts, sweatshirts, anything that has a little stretch or give to it, if you're just using stabilizer that isn't sticky, the project's going to move and shift a little bit as it's sewing. And if you have the sticky back when you're doing things like that, it just holds things in place, and I feel like you're going to get a much better result. We had someone brought their machine in and said, oh, something's going wrong. We switched stabilizer to the sticky stabilizer, and everything was perfect. So the sticky does make a difference when you're working with things that might shift or have some stretch to them because it holds things in place. So light mesh cutaway. So anytime they're calling for a light cutaway, this is Kimberbell's version of the no-show. We do offer our big rolls of no-show, but this is Kimberbell's 12-inch by 10 yards, and it's light enough that if you ball it up in your hand, it doesn't create a lot of bulks. You can leave it within your projects. But this is the base of most of our in-the-hoop projects is this no-show stabilizer, or they call it light mesh cutaway. So there's a 12-inch by 10-yard roll there.
Does it come wider?
The
Kimberbell, I don't remember.
does Donnie, does what come wider? Which one? Which one are we asking about? Because we sewed a couple different ones. So just tell us which one, and we can let you know which one comes wider. Then the project batting. This is Kimberbell's project batting. This is a nice size piece. It's 19 inches by 3 yards. It's an 85-15 collie blend, so it's got scrim on it. So this is a nice batting to use in all your smaller in the hoop projects. It's going to hold. It's not going to stretch out on you, and you can easily work with this roll and cut your pieces and put this in any of your mud rugs and things. Anytime they call for a batting, this is a nice batting to use because it has that scrim, so it's going to prevent stretching and peeling. No need for additional stabilizers when you're using this, and you can use it in all your projects. So.
So
I
are
want to
we,
see Gloryville.
Okay, we'll head down to
Oh,
Gloryville. I
'cause
figure
we were-
we'll
do you want to do that or
we'll
not?
do the I figure we'll show the Capella tomorrow.
Okay,
on
you can.
Thursday,
I'll just
we'll
leave
do
that there.
So,
Then.
Okay.
uh,
Well, Steve, will you go down?
I will. Yeah.
and
Do I leave this on? My mic?
No, you give that to me.
I give the mic back. Okay.
Yes, please.
So
And
we're
I
gonna
need
give
some
you
people up
guys,
here to see
I'll
how
don't
stay up.
go anywhere.
Okay.
Just hold still. Hold tight for just a couple more minutes. We're going to show you
it's a little blurry.
Gloryville, Gloryland, something. We're not sure exactly what it's called yet, but it's pretty spectacular. We've been working on it all week. It's a winter wonderland that has sewing machines and all those little figurines and stuff like that that you love to see this time of year. So we're gonna walk down and we're gonna give you a little sneak peek, and just we're still working on it and stuff. So it's just a little sneak peek, and we're gonna perfect it and make it beautiful. And we're excited about it. So anybody who's local, or even if you're not local, get in the car now and come see it. We want to line out our door to see this thing. So it'll be fun.
Wait until it's
So-
done, because the cookies will be here.
The cookies will be here too. We're
Yes,
going to serve cookies
yes,
and stuff too.
yes.
So we're going to have it all up through, and you know us, it'll take us a while to get it put away. So it'll be up through till January 1st or so. So it'll be neat to see. So I'm going to run downstairs.
I'm going to give them another tip.
Okay, I'm going to run downstairs. They're going to talk to you in a second, and then we'll show you. So hold tight.
Okay, let's see if this works.
Oh, there's she.
There she is, but she can't hear us.
Oh,
yet, so-
She's
Okay, we're
looking.
trying some new technology here, so hang with us.
Oh
We've
my
got
goodness!
multiple
All
cameras
right, they
going.
told me that you'll look at Gloryville.
Okay.
No, hang on, because I want to turn out some
It's not that
lights.
bad. Let's-
Okay, so hang on, I'll be right back.
How bad is the echo from Gloria that you're hearing? Tell us so we know
Yeah,
how to
so I
adjust.
can fix it.
We can hear you.
Hey, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, we're
That's
testing
good.
technology.
Can you, PJ, can you zoom in?
I think I can.
You can pick up the camera and
You can move the
I can move the camera, yeah. So,
Well, we'll save this tip for the next
just
time.
unplug it and pick it up and
Okay.
move it. Bad,
So I'm gonna-
bad.
Can you shut
Can
it
I-
down and I'll
can I
fix
flip
it?
this around? Oh, I can. Okay.
What if I
Said
just
it's
turn
pretty
the
bad.
volume down real low here?
Stay with us. We're trying to perfect the technology,
Yeah.
switching to another camera in a very high ceilinged room.
Yeah, can I see? Oh, yeah. So this is just starting.
You can
I
see
haven't put everything out
see
yet.
Gloryville and the skiers, and the
And
train has
we have
some
a couple
things in it.
grandmas. Look at how they, this is what we look like, girls. They think this is what a grandma looks
What
like.
if we can just shut the mics
Okay,
off and let her
and look at
talk?
they're playing hockey here. And we got trees and lights. We got Murphy's Irish Pub, which I had to buy because my mom's name was Gloria Murphy. So I had to buy Murphy's Irish Pub. And we got, so we're still adding to it, and we have 2 more tables to fill. So it is looking cute, isn't it? Yes. Yes. We're not done though.
No.
So, and what we're planning on is we're gonna have cookies here every day.
Every day.
Every day
Every day.
cookies. Yes. Yes.
So,
So we're gonna have more over there. We're hoping you bring your grandchildren to see it. That we have so much going on. Right?
so
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes. So thank you, everybody. We will. I hope to have the other 2 tables set up for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So
we
we'll
will.
show them again tomorrow night.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Sounds
Good.
good.
I'm staying tonight till Keith told me what to get ready. I'm gonna have it ready, and then Keith is coming in to help me set up more.
Awesome.
So, all right. See you tomorrow night. Bye bye.
All right, well,
People
let's just
want
go
to know
back
when the
here.
cookies start.
Let's just go back here and say goodbye.
Oh, we'll say goodbye with our here.
Yes.
Okay, so we're
All
saying
right.
goodbye.
Yes.
We're all done for today.
Thank
Oh,
you
wait
for
a minute.
watching our
Should I
show.
come in?
PJ,
Okay.
please
Comes
join
in.
us,
Come on,
our
PJ.
tech
I'll fix that.
guru.
Echo.
And they'll see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for my favorite things.
And I bet we have some cookies now, but I bet the good cookies come on Friday.
All right, thank
Okay.
you.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.